It's the Kyle and Jackie O show around the country. A special, very special guest.
I know.
I always feel soft like a little duckling sitting in a box of tissues when I see Delta Goodrem. Welcome. Nice to see you again.
Great to see you too.
You look so nice today. Pretty in pink.
Thank you.
Very nice. How's everything been going? You've been so busy.
Good. You know, it's really good to be back talking about music and getting back into work.
And underwear.
And underwear.
I've been seeing on the news, the underwear.
Hey, these aren't just any underwear, Jackie. These are underwear for ample-bosomed ladies.
Yes, I know. That's what I heard on the news last night.
Yeah, so you won't be wearing any of Delta's underwear. But other girls will be.
Because are there for small-breasted women?
Yes, there are. There's plenty.
That's good. Small-breasted and big-bottomed. That's what we want.
Which is not you.
We got you covered at Camp Delta. Oh, I'd love to do the ads for those things. Look, hang around. Delta's going to be spending the entire remaining time of the show here with us at the Kyle and Jackie O show. Hang around, more with Delta soon. Here's Aman Van Helden. Mike.
The performance. Were you really happy with it?
You know what? I'm not sure yet. I have to watch it back. I kind of found it a little. It was my first film, so I sort of had to look at it and go, okay, I'm starting off strong. I'm not sure about these two scenes now. We're going into a bit of a lull, but we're finishing off strong. No, you know what? I still haven't seen it exactly the whole way through.
See, I find that the best, the most honest people that have seen anything that I've done, like if Jackie and I were on Rove, my family told me, you look fat in that shirt. Your gut, the shirt was just hugging your gut. Don't wear that shirt again.
You need people to tell you that before you go on.
That's what I thought.
No, that's what we think.
Who tells you the truth in your camp? Who says Delta? No.
You know what? No. Well, I'm really lucky because I've got some really good people around me that will tell me exactly the truth. And I think sometimes maybe too much of the truth. And I'm like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah. That's the problem with family. They do. Who is it? Your mum?
My mum's very good at telling me the truth, and which is great. And I really love it and appreciate it because it's always better for later on when you look back on it.
Yeah.
And even just generally, like a lot of people I work with are great.
See, Jackie's mum rings her up and says, Darl, your ass looks fat on TV.
She'll go, look, you've just got to ease off on the fake tan, darling. You're not orange. And I'm like, thanks, Mum.
Thank you.
Nice to hear from you.
Like, I'm really glad you enjoyed what I was saying and singing. And
I know. Do you ever look back yourself for things that you've been on TV or maybe photos in magazines and think, oh, how did I get that photo? Or
sometimes I sort of look at it and think, you know, well, maybe I could just move that piece of black hair there, or if I could just, but you know what, generally it's fine.
You're not too fussy about the sort of, you know, you just think, because people are going to photograph you when you're just walking down the street. I saw one of you the other day walking in the rain with a couple of friends with an umbrella. I mean, do you sort of think, are you aware that those photos are taken all the time?
No, I wasn't aware that that was being taken at all, but then later on when you see them, sometimes you catch it and you go, oh, you cheeky one, and then you just keep walking. But I sort of generally, sometimes I think, as long as I feel comfortable in it, and of course I do dissect it as well. I mean, everybody does. You do start to become conscious of it and conscious of what you're wearing or anything like that. But you know what? Now I'm starting to do music again, and I guess it just goes with your personal style as how you are, I guess.
Yeah. Now, we all know you own this country, right? You're the queen. You're like our princess, guys. That's what you are. Everyone in the country knows you. Like, even some ma and pa that live on a cattle station that go, oh, Delta,
I know Delta.
Yeah, we know Delta.
I just got given a Pepsi before, and you're on the front of the bottle.
Sorry about that.
No, I don't say sorry. It's a lovely picture. You look very nice.
But what I wanted to know is, how's it going overseas in the other countries? Like, because we know that you've gone to the UK, or I know that you've been over in America talking to people there. What's the state of action in the other countries? Is it going off over there?
Well, it's still the first single now in the UK for this album, and it's the same with here. I mean, it's bringing out the first song out of the blue, and then getting people to know the album again. And I guess, I mean, that's how everyone got to know me at the start, was through my music. And I think coming back to the second album, it's that so much has happened. I feel like everyone's been on this journey that it's time for the new album. But in, like you said, the overseas markets, I'm still getting to know them with the second album, and it's really exciting because UK is really responding really well to it, and radio's been supportive, and you know, all of that. And I go over there in like a week, and so I'll be able to report back to you more on what's going on there.
Oh, good.
And then in America, again, that's not till next year. So
now, is America going to hear Born to Try, or are they going to miss out on all that greatness?
Well, I definitely hope so. You know what?
Because I'd be devastated. Look, I don't want to be the one.
As an Australian,
I don't want to have to get on the websites and say, you guys are all missing out, you suckers. You missed the first album. You really need to check out this first CD.
Yeah, you know what? In my heart of hearts, I feel that the first introduction for me overseas would definitely be Border Try.
Yeah, I reckon
Definitely.
so. Do you think that, I know you kind of here in Australia, you've got a base. What about overseas? Are you going to buy something in London or LA or something?
CDs.
Housewives.
Oh, Housewives.
I was thinking, Delta's everything. I get my CDs for free.
Yes, no, it wasn't. I was thinking, do you mean me going into stores and like buying a base? Like, for myself.
Yeah, so because you're living in hotels at the moment, that's got to
Yeah. You know what? I kind of get a bit over room service sometimes, and I think I just love to. Not that I can cook or anything very well, but
you want to give some scrambled eggs a go.
Exactly.
You want to do some poached eggs on toast.
Do your own thing.
So, microwave. And
I just wondered if you'd ever considered kind of buying a place over there.
Maybe. I mean, I'll see how this year pans out and where the music takes me, and if I need to maybe base myself somewhere, then maybe. But I'm based in Australia, but I just have to spend a lot of time over there.
Do you get frustrated with the UK media because you've been like bombarded over there with the whole Brian? A lot of people here don't even know who Brian is.
Who's that dude?
He's a guy from Westlife who used to
I
be
did a duet with him.
Yes, and he did a duet with Delta.
And you're gonna love it. It's
I know you did the song, and I've heard from you that the song's really good.
But he's sort of quite big over there, and his wife Kerry, you know, they just split up. But they've been making a big deal of you and him sort of getting together. I mean, obviously that's not true, but what do you think when they write about that?
It's kind of hard because, I mean, Brian's a great guy and he's such a great singer. And hey, I was like, it's great to do a duet with him, and this song came along called Almost Here, and I just thought, you know, I'd love to be a part of this. And then I think because of the timing of everything that happened, somehow my name got brought into this, and I still have to work with Brian when I go over there, so I just hope they're a little easy about it.
Do you
That's the problem, though, isn't it?
What are they saying in the UK, Jackie? That they're pretty much saying that Delta and this guy that no one knows is an item.
And they're saying that he really he calls you all the time and he's a little bit like in love with you.
I think I think they've stopped saying a little bit more now because I sort of said, no, that's not true. We've spoken a couple of times on the phone because we're working together and we tried to work out the video with people on the line, like whether it be sometimes with conference calls or, so that's as far as it goes. And I think that, you know, I've not really had that full-on tabloid newspapers over there before, so it was a little bit scary. But
when did the news change from real accurate news to just whatever anyone thinks they want to make up and put in the newspaper? Because that's what seems to be the news in the UK.
Over in the UK, have you noticed that when you look through the newspapers, it's all just tabloid?
It is. Yeah. It really is, like every single page. But you know, I guess when we go over there, I'll see a little bit more what's going on, and I don't really know how to handle. All I know is that I can just stay true to what I'm doing and be honest about things, and just keep bringing out the music over there and hope.
What are you going there?
Next week.
Oh, so you're going, and what are you doing over there?
The video.
With this dude?
Oh,
so they're going to do it. You're going to fly over there. You're going to do the video, and someone's going to get a picture and go, "Oh, look, it's true." And then you have to wiggle out of that mess.
Wiggle out of the mess. You know what? It's okay. Like maybe we won't do the video because I'll be like, I don't think so.
Why don't you just say, "I'm not doing it"? You can animate me into a video.
It's hard for anybody to break up, let alone it having like a real lot of scrutiny over it and really like.
I know. Yeah.
So I really wish them both the best.
Right. Yeah.